Welcome to the Ambition Nation Listed 50. I'm Ollie Barrett, and in this series we get to meet the leaders of some of Britain's best performing small and medium-sized listed companies. We'll find out what they've learnt over the last couple of years. We'll discover what the phrase changing gears means to them today. And of course, we'll find out what the road ahead looks like. So welcome. This is Ambition Nation. I'm here with Tony Steels, Chief Executive of Mpac Group. Tony, great to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Now you make a very particular type of machine at Mpac. Tell us what it is.
Yeah, we make packaging and automation equipment for FMCG companies so that they can pack their product for onward distribution to the general public.
So FMCG, so this is consumer goods, so it could be biscuits, chocolate bars?
All of the above, medical, healthcare products.
Yeah, and globally as well.
Yeah, we're a global company. We have operations in 4 countries. Supplying our customers are all global, and that's one of the big strengths of Mpac, is that we are a global company supporting our customers wherever they choose to put their operations.
Right, and so we've heard so much about disrupted supply chains around the world. To what extent has that affected you? Have you been able to keep the business up and on the track?
Yeah, we have. We've had some, we all suffer with this at the moment, and it's basically key electronics, and we use those in our control systems to make the equipment operate in the way it needs to operate. And we've had sort of several mitigation strategies, building up stock, as you can probably see on our balance sheet, but also making sure we have good relationships with our suppliers. So we're not immune to it, and our management are doing a fantastic job to deal with that on a daily basis. In broad terms for Mpac, what does the road ahead look like? Well, the road ahead is very positive because the macroeconomics support Mpac because the populations are growing, food needs to be packaged and distributed, people are living longer, so need more healthcare products to enjoy quality of life or those extended life times. So the long-term growth for Mpac is fantastic. Automation's also growing. COVID accelerated that because of people availability issues.
Yes.
So long term's great. Short term, we have to navigate some challenges around supply chain and reorientate where we get our parts from.
Yeah, and on that, don't want to put words in your mouth, but shrinking supply chains, getting stuff from closer to home?
Absolutely. Reshoring is a big topic. One of the reasons why we've put a lot of time and effort into growing our business in the USA is because they have very much bought in the USA mentality. So we've been working on that strategy for 3 or 4 years. It will come in the rest of the world. We're starting to think about continental supply rather than global supply, and I think that will move towards more country supply as time goes on.
What about a threat to the business potentially with some of your current clients saying, thank you Mpac, we're going to package this stuff ourselves with our own machines? On the horizon, or not going to happen?
I don't think so. That was a trend maybe 30 years ago when companies had a lot of in-house engineering, but as things have moved forward over the last 20, 30 years, businesses have not got that engineering capability in-house. And I don't think it's coming back in the near term because of the complexity. You have to be very focused on the whole technology envelope to provide packaging machinery and automation.
My final question is around the theme of changing gears. You're the leader of the organisation. What does that phrase mean to you?
I think it's resilience. The company has shown that it can pivot from one operating situation before COVID to the COVID situation. We've deployed an awful lot of digital technologies to allow us to be able to do that and continue to support our customers at the level they needed. These supply chain constraints make you rethink your business model again, and we're putting a lot of time and effort now into making sure that we make some changes that are the right changes for the medium term as opposed to just for today. What's an example of a change that you've had to make the company more resilient? Well, we've just recruited one of our senior team into a dedicated supply chain role so that we can really focus on that and get better embedded relationships with our global key suppliers.
Excellent. Now, when we talk about changes and resilience, we're thinking about the systems you're using, how you're doing business, but of course the people matter too. So what's your reflection on what a leader can do to increase the resilience of a team?
I think to be able to look at the situation, not look for precise, exact data all the time. That's always the challenge. People want everything laid out in precise detail. true leaders can work in a certain level of ambiguity and be able to make decisions based on the available information and where the business needs to transition. So offering that insight to everybody and support and coaching, but encouraging that, moving to action rather than waiting for enough data to come to make decisions.
Yes.
I think that's the balance.
It sounds like getting comfortable with uncertainty.
Exactly. Living with ambiguity is what I always say to our team.
Living with ambiguity. Thank you so much, Tony Steels. Very good to meet you.